sipping codeine for breakfast.
See, I done gave up my heart, that's when I fucked up. A lot of niggas play on the scars, I swear that's fucked up. Down on my ass, say $1 I was fucked up. Nobody.
Man, so fly, they say you could have baptized Jesus Christ. What's going on, man?
Amen. I'm chilling. How you?
You good, man? Trying to make $1.15.
Say less.
All right, man. Glad to finally have you here. Took us long enough. Glad to finally have you here. All right. What does a day in the life of Flvco The Bvptist consist of?
Man, wake up. You gotta eat good. You gotta eat good. You gotta smell good, you know? And put that shit on. Own it. I'll put that shit on every day, you know? Wear that shit for sure.
That's right, bro. Who is Flvco The Bvptist? And what does the name mean to you?
Flvco The Bvptist. It means a lot, man, because to be a Baptist, you gotta, you know, baptize people, but instead of with being literal with it, it's with the lyrics. Like, I'm just opening up, man, welcoming people to my conundrum, my society, however you want to call it. Yeah.
Born and raised Cleveland, Ohio?
For sure.
Tell us what side of the city you're from and about your childhood.
I'm from the west side. It's the same as any side in Cleveland, you know. It's hard. Gotta make it how you make it. Get money how you make it. Like, same shit from the east side, west side. Same shit.
What's your relationship like with your parents?
It was pretty sweet. I really don't know my father too much. My mother, she tight knit, you know. My father, he whatever. I still love him. I wouldn't be here without him. So yeah.
Do you have any siblings in the field that you're in? Music?
I mean, I got cousins, brothers. Everybody do this, but I feel like I'm the only one who ever took it this far. I've been stretching it a long way. I've been doing it for a while, so not to the extent that I'm at, but yeah, I got people who do this.
Think back to a time when you was first starting out, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Remember a time you was at your lowest, and how'd you get through it?
Nah, that's a really good question. Really just not going insane and being at peace with yourself, because, you know, like, where I come from and how I grew up, like, I've always internalized everything. I never was the person to be like, let me go tell this person I'm going to do this so I can get this. It's always just been on me, put it on myself, used it for myself, so I had nobody else to lean on. So, for me, it was more of just making sure my mind's right so I don't crash out and do nothing crazy.
So what age did you get into music?
What'd you say?
What age did you get into music?
I don't want to say, I can't say the age for real, but Usher was coming out with some shit. And he had them hoes, you hear me?
Yeah.
And back then, all you knew was, like, money, females, and I wanted to be that guy. So it's like, let's do the music. I couldn't even sing before, like, that's partially what I do now, but it was a work in progress, and now everything just made itself out what it's supposed to be.
So you weren't born with the ability to sing? You had to practice? I ask you because a lot of the artists that I manage, when you ask them the question like, when you ask them when did they develop the ability to sing, they always say they don't remember, or they was always born like that, or, you know, they never really had to practice, they just had it. Specifically one of my artists.
To be honest, I could say, like, I wasn't born with any of these talents for real. Like, it's just what I wanted, and I pursued it, and, you know, I got it. I couldn't sing, not even a lick. My brother, he could sing his ass off, and I seen that, and I just seen what he was doing and how he did his shit. Nah, I grew to be able to do this for real.
Word up. Now, when you first started, you was a barber and a tattoo artist?
For sure. I'm still that.
Yeah.
But that's where, all of this stuff came together at the same time. Like, I'm doing music, I'm tattooing, I'm barbering, I'm trying to figure all these lanes out. I end up being able to be decent enough to where I could work at a shop, tattoo or barber and do the music at the same time. And I mean, it's mainly focus. I mean, that's all it is.
Now, the last time we met, going on some years ago now, probably close to a decade, you were about Chuchi Flacco. Yeah, you were about Chuchi Flacco, but that's changed now. What's about the name change, bro? How's that journey been so far?
It's been pretty good. I mean, I haven't released anything with my new name. It's Flvco The Bvptist now, which is not much shorter than Chuchi Flacco, but I felt like Chuchi Flacco was too much, you know? And I made that name as a child, you know? It was the alternate ego of me. It was another essence of myself. It wasn't who I was. And now me finding myself, I get to pick the name and I get to, it's like a play world. You get to pick who you are. And I feel like Flvco The Bvptist fit who I am mostly right now in my life.
Right up, I feel like that. In the music industry, tell me one person who you feel music style reminds you most of your own.
That's hard. I mean, I get a lot of correlations. Like they say, they give me Weekend vibes. They give me Drake vibes. They give me. I hear a lot of stuff. Of my own. I'm not gonna lie. I can't even answer that for real. I get a lot of, correlations, but I can't really say who I match the most with, to be honest.
Who do you like the most?
Man, OVO doing their thing, man. I fuck with OVO for sure. Vori's hard though. I fuck with Vori. I'm gonna give it to Vori right now.
If a new up-and-coming artist decided he wanted to get into the game, what advice do you got for him?
You don't need management. You can manage yourself. That's just managing yourself is just a day-to-day basis, you know? Taking care of yourself, watching what you eat, watching who you talk to, watching the crowd you come behind. You need a CEO, not a manager. You need somebody who's going to project and not reflect, if that makes any sense.
I always tell my brother, it's better to be proactive than reactive.
For sure.
In this industry, starting off, camera work, ran into a lot of people I ain't known them, but I feel as if they'd be further and conduct better business if they were so reactive or proactive about situations. I mean, we've been doing this stuff. We've done nightclubs, music videos, everything. So,
that's in any situation. Better proactive than reactive, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. You think it through. A lot of times you realize it's not really that deep to it. You fuck up this relationship for in the first place. Really
that's so true. And that's so delicate of a conversation to where, like, that's like a one-on-one conversation you have with these people that you care about if they're in this industry, because you can fuck up so many situations just with a conversation, because it'll make you some conversations, even if you don't want it to seem like that, it'll make it seem like your mind is somewhere totally different than someone else's projection, and now you're on a different page. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the main focus for sure. Totally over with that.
Who's your dream artist to collaborate with? Dream artist.
Man, The Weeknd is fire. I can't even lie. I can't even answer that one because I feel like there's a lot of really good artists out right now, especially if you want to like make a banger. Like, it just depends on the vibe that you want with whoever you with. Whatever you're trying to feel, like LA vibes, you got Roddy Ricch. You want the Canadian vibes, which is not really too much Canadian. You got Tory, you got The Weeknd, Drake. So it's really about who you want to vibe with. But I would say The Weeknd, man. He is totally himself, St. John, too. Let me give a shout out to my guy, St. John.
He kind of came out of nowhere, in my opinion, because he came out of nowhere when I was in jail. So, yeah.
St. John's amazing.
I know you got a lot of features with some major artists people might not know about, but in your experience.
Can we pause? Hold on a second.
All right. Well, like I said, I know you got a lot of features that people may not even actually be hip to, but in your experience, who is your favorite artist to work with?
I'm gonna say 070 Shake from New Jersey. She's amazing, man. Like, she came in the studio. She was exactly how she is on the tracks. No writing, no nothing. Just freestyle came all the way through. It was amazing experience. Like, she is exactly. For me, it was it was mostly her being exactly who she portrayed to be. That fucked me up. Because a lot of people, you know, they're like, I'm this, I'm that, and they're exact opposite of who they portray. And music can make you one way and make you think that it's one way, but it's not. She was number one for sure. So 070 Shake for sure. Shout out to 070 Shake and Kanye West and their little situation they got going on. For sure, Kid Cudi too.
What song was that? Is it out? Can you say?
It's not out yet. I have my vocals for it. I just never, you know. I'm trying to do my shit to where my first single, when I'm pressing it about myself, I want it to be about me and not make people think that I made it off a feature, you know? Because it's easy. You can get a feature with anybody if the money's behind you, but for me, I'd rather, you know, make it about myself before anybody else. But there's a bunch of, not to be said, there's a bunch of high-level features in the works right now.
That's a unique outlook in the way of thinking, because a lot of people, most people, they break off of features. Like even the baby, even though he was known off of Suge, he said this 20 grand that he made, he immediately gave it to Boosie because he knew what he was gonna do in the street. And I respected that because like now it's like he probably getting the most for a show. Like period. Like, it's the baby. So that's an interesting outlook. I really respect the individuality behind the independence. You know. And you really mean it out here because like I said, I've known you a decade.
For sure, there's so many people who just ride waves or who will make a song because it's the wave. I've been just me, and for when I come out, I mean, I'm already out, but I don't want to make it about somebody else. I want to show them what I'm on, and then you can see what else I'm doing. But there's a bunch of other shit that I got already in store, like feature-wise, it's already there for sure.
What would you consider yourself? You consider yourself more a rapper, R&B artist, or like I would call it, neo-rap pop? Because nowadays you can't. From back in the day, like we had Bone Thugs and Harmony when they would do their harmonizing and rapping, but these dudes out here nowadays is taking it a step further. They're actually singing and rapping. You know what I mean? So
I'm doing a little bit of all of it, so I like to call this shit emo trap. You hear me? So it's like a little bit of rock, a little bit of R&B, a little bit of trap. You know, it's me. I told myself when I came into this shit, and I told myself I was gonna do this for real. I'm never gonna put myself into a box. I'm never just gonna be one type of artist. One day I might do country, one day I might do rap, one day I might do R&B, but it's whatever I'm feeling like, because me as an artist, that's what I'm supposed to portray. And a lot of people, they get a buzz off of one thing. Somebody will make an R&B track. It's fire, but that's not the only thing you do. But now, because everybody loves you off of this R&B track, you're confined in this box, and now all you gotta make is R&B, and everybody's looking at you like, when's the next good R&B song's coming out? I want to be that artist that I'm not confined in no box, you know? Do what I want to do, how I feel, and make it about me as far as when it comes, because this shit is about me at the end of the day. Nobody else. I'm doing this for me. For sure.
Shout out to that. Are you familiar, or I think this is pure coincidence, but we've actually got an interview with an artist set to come up named Emo Trap. Yeah, in LA.
You're fucking lying.
I swear to God.
You're fucking lying.
Did you know that before you said it?
No, I didn't know this. Y'all playing, right?
No, it's a dude.
That's legit. Emo Trap.
Emo Trap.
You got a feature with Snoop.
Yo.
Snoop?
With who?
You got a feature with Snoop.
Snoop Dogg?
On his album. On Snoop's album.
You're fucking
his
playing.
latest.
And what does he do? You're playing.
I swear to look.
Yo.
Emo Trap 216. Look him up when we done with this.
He from here?
From the lane.
Yo.
That's crazy.
I don't know who that is at all, but shout out to him, and that's what I call my music, emo trap, because that's crazy.
That's hot.
That's fucking me up. Y'all playing?
Did you think of that when you heard him say that? It slipped him too.
Y'all playing.
I'll be your point, bro. I swear to God,
Yo.
look him up. I haven't heard this song. It's decent.
We might have to work.
Yeah, man. Speaking of that, how do you feel about the current state of music in general?
Love it, man. There's new shit coming out every day, man. I love to hear the new shit that's coming out every day. My people, we listen to the Hot 100. Like, I'm not really big into listening to other people but me, because I be trying to perfect my music. But when I'm listening to that, it's like always new flavors, man. I fuck with what's going on with music right now. It's not too fast. I feel like we're starting back to set the tone, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Real music.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, at least that's what I want to.
The genre is it's blurred nowadays. It's not even, you can't even call a lot of this stuff rap or R&B anymore. It's just like a vibe. Shout out to my boy Trey.
That's such a vague word. That's a vague word. It's a vibe.
Yeah.
What was the vibe?
A guy from Cleveland, you know him, Trey Hoover.
Trey.
He called himself Vibe Star because he make Vibe Star music. It's whatever he's feeling at the point in time.
For sure.
Y'all from the same side of town too, so.
He from the West?
Yeah.
Where out on the West?
I believe the Detroit area.
That's dope. I fuck with it over there.
Yeah. Shout out to Trey Hoover, Trey HB. He on Calabasas right now.
For sure.
Spoken hot points. Tell me one of your greatest flaws. Think about that one for a second.
I'm a perfectionist. I don't even have to think about it.
All right.
I have really good music. I got like 350 unreleased songs right now.
Tell this nigga, tell me his flaws.
And I cannot fucking make these songs perfect enough because I engineer as well. So when I'm recording my music, and I can just go all day. I can spend a whole day and fix a song. It's perfect in it. And it won't be well enough. For that day it will. Then I hear it another day. I better need to do this. So if I need an engineer, like I need to just lock in with an engineer who's gonna make my shit perfect, and then we can make perfect music. So that way I don't have to rethink it. Because when I'm engineering, I just gotta keep on nitpicking with my music. That's one of my flaws. I get that for sure.
You know, Michael Jackson was a perfectionist. You know that.
That man, he's amazing though. We can't.
That struggle may never end. That when you tell
as
me
far as
when you are a perfectionist, you are a perfectionist. There's no middle
in
ground.
between. Is yeah.
Even if you meet other people that are so-called perfectionists,
It's your way, and you want it exactly. Yeah.
how can you ever really attain perfection if you ain't attained it yourself?
So when you say it like that, it's not even a perfectionist. It's a visionary.
You know.
Because you see the vision, and you want it exactly how you see it. But your question was.
You answered it.
That was it.
Okay.
That was it.
I was saying, well, what's one of your flaws? And it actually came out to end up being.
That's true. I'm a perfectionist especially when it comes to this music. Like I just want it how I want it, and I'm the engineer of my own music at this time. So it's like, yeah.
All right, man. Who were some of your biggest inspirations that you came up watching that helped mold you into who you are now?
Man, Usher did his shit. Michael Jackson for sure. I gotta give it to my man. Tupac. And I'm not really an oldie type guy, but our generation, Party Next Door,
Yes,
Drake, Dirt. It's a lot of people, man. Anybody who's doing what I'm doing and making it out their own way, because we all can do it. But I can follow your page and everybody can be like, hey, you're doing what he's doing. The people who's making it and making it make sense, those are my favorite people, man. I respect it all. Bro, I finally really stopped this shit.
What's your dream concert or event to perform at? Rock the stage.
Coachella. Coachella. And we don't have to speak anymore.
Perfectionist, of course, you want the coach. Every perfectionist wants to write the coach. Do you think, how do you feel about the current state of Met Gala and Coachella?
Met Gala is doing this shit. It's intriguing because the simple fact that every year, no matter how weird you think it can get weirder. But it's always dope as fuck. Like right now, I feel like, yeah. So
I think it got even more quote unquote weird now than ever. Like back
Why
in
you
the
say
day,
that?
because back in the day, you know, you had You invite Gaga there, it's up. I think she set the bar. Because at the former ones, you had regular stuff going on. Like, okay, you got Jada Smith came to one. He was, I think he was Alexander McQueen down, trench coat, gold grill. The next one he was Batman in an all-white Batman suit.
That was crazy. That was weird as fuck too.
You know what I'm saying?
That was fucking awesome. What'd you think about that?
My man's is Jada Smith. I need him in that seat.
I fuck with him, but still at the same token though, the Batman all white.
Crazy. Yeah, shot a video in a Tesla. It's
awesome. I fuck with it. That was definitely a vibe.
That was.
That gala just shows you how far you can take it. Like you can come in a Batman suit. That was a statement. Mm-hmm. Nonetheless, one of the biggest statements, if you really want to think about it, like a Batman costume. Who has done it?
And it was pushing just water.
I feel like he really had time to think about it. Like, how could I fuck their head up and do something totally different? In that Batman costume, there it was. I did it.
Stroke and jeans, I love it. But yeah, what's next for Flvco The Bvptist in this pursuit of happiness?
Just living, man. I'm gonna release a new project. Before I do that, I think I'm gonna hit them with a gang of singles. Give some visuals because I have no videos out yet. Nobody knows who really I am. They can't. I feel like the reason why they're not really in touch with me is because they don't see me. They don't have a visual of me. Because that's a part of the senses. You got your taste. You got the sound. They got the sound. They heard me, all that shit, but they didn't see me yet. So once I give them that part, the visuals, and I'm working with my boys, make sure I come for them. That'll be the next part of my chapter. The videos. Give them the epilogue of my true life. And also, I feel like with the videos, it's good because it's like playtime. I can make this story what I want it to be. And I can make them visualize what I want them to see and play with these stories. So I think that'd be a fun thing. Videos is my next.
Flvco The Bvptist, artist formerly known as Chuchi Flacco.
Stop it.
We've been locked in over a decade. I appreciate you for giving us the time. And since we're the first ones, we got you on camera. I appreciate it, man. Enjoy the rest of your vacation in Cleveland.
Thank you, bro.
Baby girl, you did me wrong. Working's got me moving slow. I thought we were staying sober.